Sally, one of the questions I want to ask you is that I can remember, more than 20 years ago going out to the sort of Asia Pacific areas and selling property, and it was very clear that if you didn't have a gym, a cinema, a swimming pool of a decent size and recreational facilities, you didn't sell anything. It was just no. But now, where we have such an emphasis on value for money, as you say, and service charge costs, which obviously affect your revenue from any property, has the thinking changed? Has it really come down to value for money now rather than all these special facilities?
Value for money is definitely one of the factors that's, like it's serving up, become more and more the focus point now. But however, I think the big picture for the investors now is I've seen this market has grown mature and mature and mature. So now we're at a stage we've seen more and more professional investors rather than individual accidental investors. So professional investors, what they think is more complex. They need a strategy. They need a strategy of what's the best option for them to spend the same amount of money. Before, let's say if they have £1 million, maybe they're just purely looking at £1 million in Canary Wharf with swimming pool, and all that. Now, no, £1 million, you have multiple options, you have multiple strategy plans. You can use £1 million to borrow some money and you turn that into 1.5 million to 2 million, right? You can use £1 million to buy one property in Canary Wharf like that. You also have options to buy 300,000 properties with rental yield at 6 or 7% or even more. Or you can turn this £1 million into one 600,000, one 400,000, one living and one as investment to create a passive income. This is just an example. The mentality is changing. At least, with me of this many experience in this industry, I've seen the professional investors now need a strategy of how to purchase, how to build up the portfolio, how to maintain the portfolio, how to pass on to the next generation, exit strategy. It's not just purely buy a flat at £1 million with swimming pool. It's more than that now.
Yeah. I'll tell you, as we discussed at the beginning of the programme, you've been very successful. I mean, when I first met you some years ago, you were talking about advising people to buy outside of London and look at the whole of the UK as a potential investment area. I thought, well, I'm not sure she's right, but you've been proven right because your strategy has worked and it's been very successful for a lot of your clients.
Yeah.
So that's very good. But I think it is this educational process, isn't it, over a number of years. As you quite rightly say, at one time, if you could buy something glitzy in Canary Wharf, that's all you needed and it was a good status prop, Yeah. But now it's much more serious and the days of just buying property and making money on it are over.
Yeah.
You can't
You're
just
right,
automatically think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You've got to have a strategy.
Yeah, this
you?
is a really fun part of being in this industry.